Welcome back, everybody.
What's going on?
Do all sorts of shit.
Oh yeah, we got stuff everywhere.
Let's start at Martha's.
It feels like it's the closest, even though it's probably the same distance to something else in the area.
Yeah.
Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
Oh right, Doris was the thing at the very end that we had to add on.
Ah, Clive, I was just about to send for you. I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course.
Of course.
But if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself. As of those poor bearers. They've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around the village of late. Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry. And if he's likely to share those concerns with anyone, it's you.
All right.
All right.
Thanks. Wouldn't ask if I didn't have to. There. That should be enough to keep him in Gazal Greens for a few years at least.
Gizal Greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole. Better that than something that'll wither away at first frost. And chocobos love 'em too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back on its feet, I mean all of us. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right, and they're just about bearable.
It sounds about right.
For it.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if he don't, well, I'll go up there and show him myself.
I'm sure you will.
I think the saw greens are like a cabbage.
Mm-hmm. That's what I think they are. Which makes all sorts of wonders of what Gasol pickles taste like.
You know, that's one of the things from any fantasy game that I'm like actually interested in trying.
Yeah.
That all, is it? I've
Okay.
got greens of all shapes and sizes.
Good for you. Where's this person I'm supposed to talk to? There. Nope.
That's just a blacksmith.
Yep.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh, okay.
It's been a pleasure,
Shh.
Doris.
We're hiding.
Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You do.
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrek. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take
Let's
care
beat
of the
her
escort.
ass together.
You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the hideaway.
So this is the Shiva sword?
I guess so.
Not what I was expecting.
What did you expect?
Something a little more like her sword, maybe?
We've already had that.
Did we?
Yeah. We had one that's literally her sword, but it's bigger.
Oh. I didn't even notice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had that a while back.
Oh well. Shame. Wade! Wade, let me talk to you after my voice stops cracking.
I heard the Guardian saying you're supposed to grow.
Where are you? There you are.
Ah, Lord Rossfield.
Wade!
What brings you to Eastpool?
You?
A delivery from Martha.
There you go. Grow yourself some Gasol greens.
These are Gazal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings, then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields, but they'd long since gone to seed. Only
Where do you get the blood
without
sword?
the
Is that a
seeds.
DLC?
Martha was hoping he might
Maybe.
be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these,
I don't know.
so that they'll be
I've
able
never
to fend
been
for
this far in the
themselves.
game before.
That's not
it's
a
a
bad
starting
idea.
weapon. It's a 130 attack. That's
These
the
bearers
weapon
had
from
only
Final
recently
Fantasy II.
escaped their bonds before we brought them
Oh,
here.
then I don't know. Is that maybe PC?
Maybe,
They know
I
little
don't
of
know.
freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on
Oh,
Martha's
that's from
charity as we
DLC.
do.
You get a Tonberry
It's
knife
about
as a
time we
weapon.
all
Ooh.
start to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, so wait, all of them.
Time it all. I thought we'd have more time. Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest for reinforcements.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
You know,
A Kashek, a veritable legion.
the
of them.
Horde.
They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may just scrape through, but I fear that's rather an enormous if.
What if you could call on reinforcements from Eastpool?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not die, fighting for their lives.
I mean,
So wait. You said you lacked men to defend the village. Are the bearers not men? Do they not wish to see Eastpool saved? Though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians. What help they are able to offer could still prove the difference between victory and defeat.
other than the serious drawback of
my
every
lord.
time they use their power, they could turn to
I will.
stone.
I mean, they don't have to use their
Appeal to
power.
them.
You could give them a weapon.
Yeah.
They're not going to be the most capable fighters, but goddamn it if they can't defend themselves.
Yeah.
If I were in this situation,
friends,
I'd rather
I
go
humbly
down
beg your
swinging
aid.
than I would just being like, "Welp,
We
I mean, you
Guardians are
got
few
me.
and our enemies many.
I got
I
nothing to
swear
do."
We can defeat them with you at our side.
Should have been training them to fight to begin
Send us
with.
to the slaughter, to serve as bait for those fiends, so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will, a home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you?
Yes.
Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you
My
fight
God,
like
she gonna
free
beat
men
their
and
ass.
Why don't you give her a sword? They had to go out of their way to bring a frying pan with her.
Someone had to go back and get the frying pan.
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword.
How about a frying pan?
I never dreamt
Bonk.
I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
That's a spirit.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together.
Yeah.
For Eastpool!
Yeah.
Eastpool!
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
So are we gonna go fight the horde,
Well,
or?
if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
Sounds good to
Sound
me.
plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, Await, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade, they're here.
Then you know what you must do. We work together, everyone playing their part, each shielding the other that no man might fall, that Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
Yeah, yeah.
The calm before the storm.
Oh, hello. This looks like a lot of
Here it
enemies
comes.
to enjoy our plan with.
Let this village fall.
So how you liking Diamond Dust?
So far, that's not what I wanted it to do, but
You didn't bring him in.
I did. There, you were looking at your phone.
Sorry.
There was like 3 enemies left after what I just did to them.
I'm having issues with it charging, so I'm like doing something and watching the charger to make sure it's still going up.
Yeah.
Because I still gotta play my phone game and it's at 55. Last night I put it on the charger and went to sleep. I woke up and it did not charge at all. It was at 32%.
Cool.
So I was like, okay, what the fuck was that about? So I charged it before I went to work, and I made it through work, and now I'm back home. I put it on the charger, and it clicked like it did a little boop, and then it just stopped. So I'm like, okay, good. Reset the phone. And so far, it's still charging.
So that's good. Everyone's dead.
That's not so good, but also great.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield, change of plan.
What do you mean change of
What
plan?
is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on
Ooh.
Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain in Eastpool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could
Then I gotta
order a
go.
detachment
Yep.
or two to fall back and
I gotta go save
No.
Martha's
Let them
rest.
finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men need you. I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when Eastpool is won.
if you're sure, my lord.
Do you
May the
think a
Founder
Carl could
protect you.
kill me? I'm Muthos.
I'm Euthos.
What does that mean, sir?
I'm Euthos. Oh, it's actually just on the way. Okay. Hey Martha, you doing all right?
Next one's mine. I might not know why.
There's a coral out here. You want to come?
You just told them to not go.
I mean, he says the next one's his. Next one's the coral. So
This one's on me. Corral jumps on him. Oh god, it's on me! To be an Akashic goblin just walking down the street. Is that a giant chicken?
I'm gonna eat some chicken legs.
The Akashic goblin just got hate crimed by a chocobo.
Is it in here?
I think so. He drew a sword.
Hey there, bud.
It's
Look at
Chopper.
you.
There it is.
Slasher.
So pretty.
I don't remember its name. You would think I would remember the first enemy in the first dungeon you fight in 14. I think it's Chopper.
That was late. Also late. And blast him.
When you get Odin, his fucking, not even using his final attack, just his circle attack is super cool.
Is that the counter?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, his move is basically charges,
Uh-huh.
and when you get to level 5, you just kill everything.
Cool.
And if it doesn't kill, it does a lot of damage.
Okay. So it's actually usable on bosses then.
Well, yes.
It doesn't
is.
kill, but it
doesn't
does
kill,
do a
but
lot
it's-
of damage.
It does damage. It does like a really high combo.
Okay.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
Yeah, oh yeah. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't.
Thank the Founder for that.
I didn't find the curl.
And for you,
I
my
didn't
lord.
find it. It's
We
still
are
out there,
able to
Wade.
eradicate the rest of the horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We did it.
For
We
now.
saved Eastpool.
And it's still a fucking shithole, but
Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
can't let Wade have anything.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had
I think that was
nothing
Martha,
to call
but
our own
okay.
before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it.
Martha just
Now
used
we do.
words.
We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours, to protect Eastpool.
And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away,
They'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
Hell
This
yeah.
village isn't gonna rebuild itself.
Do I get 2
They're not
signboards for
slaves
this?
anymore.
Huh?
no. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too. And I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's East Pudlian, Sir Wade.
All
You
right.
should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course, you
I'll
dimwit.
be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right. I will.
Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission together? Clearing
No.
the goblins from the Stillwind marshes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was there.
How could I forget?
And then everything went to shit from there.
So what you're saying is it's all Wade's fault?
Yeah.
There's one
Wade
sight
killed
that I
Dad.
shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your
If
face.
we knew back then that we
Since
needed a
that day, there
timber,
have
we
been
would
more
have
than a
got
few
one.
times when I
Yeah,
felt like
to be
giving up.
fair.
When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender.
You don't use a sword.
But every time I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So, Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
I gotta go catch up to Martha.
She already made it back. How the fuck?
Yeah. She also teleports.
The hero returns. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it before I change my mind.
Is this a star ruby? What the fuck, Martha?
Right?
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again. And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that, Reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful, anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed.
And then he lit a cigar and didn't smoke it.
Same. We made a pact that day that whenever one of us was in need, the other would
Both
always
stuck a
be
knife
there
into
for
a
him.
laying chocobo.
You were.
Well, we both wanted the same thing. To make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Sleep over at Martha's.
Yeah.
That's a lot of experience. Nice.
That means we're done with this area, or at least with Martha.
Yeah, done with Martha. That's the easiest way.
I say we're done with this area as we turn around and there are 2 more quests.
Don't go to the docks.
Don't go to the docks. Wait, why didn't we send them to the docks? We sent them to Eastpool, but the docks could still be like a place.
And a port. I don't know. I mean, actually better defendable? I guess because Eastpool is closer to Martha's Rest, so it's just easier to defend that way.
Nah, probably. But I mean, branch out from there. Go back to the docks.
Yeah.
Don't go to the docks. Go back to the docks.
Go back to the docks. Please. You can make trade routes there.
Shallop Rock.
Hello. Which one is this?
What do you mean?
Good.
Okay.
They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste, lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company.
God damn it, Clive.
You're You're welcome to try.
Just standing out here in the open. Well. You broke that guy's back.
So tonight was SummerSlam.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I thought that was like coming up.
Well, it came up today.
Oh well, shit. Who was even fighting?
We had CM Punk and McIntyre with Rollins as the referee.
That sounds like it was a blast.
Logan Paul and LA Knight
No
for the
one
U.S.
cares.
title. I care.
Did LA Knight win?
He won the title.
Good.
I care.
Escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging.
Sami
my
Zayn and Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental title. And Braun won.
I surrender. Do with me as you wish. Sid the Outlaw.
Sid.
I don't know about Solo and Cody, but they're going for the world title.
And Cody's gonna keep it.
Yeah.
I take it you're not here to rescue me from our
Damian
brooding
Priest and
renegade.
Gunther for the world heavyweight title.
Ooh, I bet that was good.
Gunther, new
I
world
always
champion.
wondered where you vanished
Thanks to Finn turning on
Casting your lot
on
with this
Damian.
criminal
Okay,
of
makes
all
sense.
people.
Rhea got screwed over by Dominic.
Makes
and
sense.
he is now with Liv. She's still champion. I think Nia Jax beat Bailey for the other women's title.
Shame.
Bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder.
McIntyre
She
beat
raised me
Punk,
like
by
a
the way.
daughter, and I did.
Okay.
Terrible.
Was it clean?
To earn
No.
her favor.
Okay.
He GTS'd Rollins, and then Drew
had our fun
kicked him in the
too.
balls and claymored him, and then shouted for Seth to count.
God, that's gonna be a
Such
great
clever
rivalry.
hands.
How many times have they fought so far?
That's it. That's their
Well,
first.
This is the
Together
first?
to
Yeah, this is
blade
gonna.
all to the
You
books.
can't not have this go on.
They had a there's a video of Drew
Prove
signing a
yourself a
CM
master of
Punk
both.
hoodie, and he signs it "Fuck
That's why I
CM
kept you
Punk,
for my own.
cunt."
How about
Drew
it,
McIntyre.
my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world.
So Judgment Day is done, basically.
Farewell,
Yeah.
Master.
They had a
Thank
fair
you
run.
for making me the
Yeah, they
weapon
went
I
longer
am.
than they should have.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
I mean, it's not like they don't speak English. They saw what happened.
Then I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sandbreak. Went quietly, or so we're told. She won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be all right.
I hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris. And you, of course.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
Yeah. Alright, now let's teleport the fuck back outside. So we weren't done there.
It's fine. To the cliff, I guess.
So I can jump off it.
Me too.
Yeah.
That seems about right.
Both
Both of
connected?
these images.
It's connected.
Damn it. The whole village is turned.
My god. Why would you get off? Okay. What the fuck is that? Oh.
Roman's back.
Okay. Not surprised.
And he's made it known he's going after Solo.
Okay, good.
Because Solo's been claiming to be the new chief.
Okay. Now.
Run like the wind.
So you can make me jump off again. Come on. Figure it out. There you go.
I'll need to deal with these ones first.
There's an image of Roman Reigns standing in the ring. One caption says, "Real motherfucking aura." The caption beneath it is, "It's all over the screen."
Behold my power!
One of the Rhea Ripley fan accounts goes, "Alright, that's it. Dominic Mysterio's blocked, Liv Morgan blocked, Triple H blocked, Wingstop is blocked." Wingstop, the gif of, "What do you say fuck me for?" with the reply of, "They involved."
Alright. Okay. Let's get back in here. Dame has something to talk about.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
Well, maybe you should stop that. Get some exorcists.
You can't make me.
Those things I said before about not being able to fight.
I lied. I can fight. I don't know.
wards and I may soon be without a home.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne and taken up residence here in Northreach.
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders, second only to his Radiance at the head of the Imperial government. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Northreach?
He wants to transform it into a military stronghold, a foundation upon which to build a new Sambrec. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises that they shall be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire. One built on the confiscated property of the people.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly. But for whatever reason, he will not listen to me.
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around. Couldn't he use that influence again?
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrec. A man whose stated aim is to revive the empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve, and to improve the soldiers' lot within it. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision of strength and safety. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe the support of his men. If it did not cost him his life. But given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be unavoidable. The people have little appetite for further deprivation. Least of all when it serves only to elevate others.
Alright, so how can I help?
Clive, would you appeal to the Duke on my behalf? For your services to Northreach, you have the respect of the soldiers, and they will take you to His Eminence if you ask them.
And then I kill him.
Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent you from speaking your mind to the man. Well, will you try? You could hardly fare any worse than I did.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Clive.
Tell me then, where will I find this Duke of Oriflamme? In the garrison?
Overseeing the troops, yes.
All right. Wish me luck. I may
Okay.
have met this Duke before, at the Remembrance Ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
Hello, Mr. Duke. I need you to stop this fuck shit.
I remember you. Shit. Fuck.
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You're the Dames man, aren't you? You
That's
some
why I
business
got
with the
this little
captain?
symbol.
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
Politics.
You are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek, or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant. Yet you needn't be. A proud fighting man like yourself shall always have a place here. Pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned. But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here in Northreach.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place. With Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins. Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the might of Sanbreque.
Yeah, but that's a lot of work even for, like, the size of the wall.
Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command. If Sanbreque is to be rebuilt, she will require a functioning government. One whose authority is beyond question. That is why this levy is necessary. So that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes.
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely.
Hello, unyielding
The common folk
spirit.
have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that? You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted
I
earth.
was about to say, like,
Sabine, we have
fucking
discussed
Clive's like,
this.
I'm handling this.
Yeah.
And I told
Like,
you then
civilly.
how putting the empire
Can you
before
not?
its citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later.
You guys have fun. I'm just gonna... I'm not gonna get involved in this.
I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan.
Oh, Duke's plan's fucking bullshit. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
On the next episode. You good with that?
As soon as I get over on the other side. Do.
Are there 2 quests here?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like one of them's way the fuck out there.
Yeah. Alright, now we'll see you guys in the next episode where we'll keep talking to people.